Sometimes emotions, ambition gets us into trouble. Sometimes we're over ambitious and we put too much emotion on that ambition that it gets us in trouble. I have had to work for everything that I have, everything that I am, everywhere that I have been. It's all my sweat. Damu jasho. Mimi sina connections. Sina. I'm the one who's trying to be that connection for my community, because I have experienced social injustice and I have seen people in my community experience social injustice, especially the women. And so this seed was planted in me when I was just a child. And I vowed to help my community wherever I could. I don't have any connections. Mimi had an attachment. I had to tamak for an attachment. When I got that attachment in county offices, I made sure that nilitoka hapo when I had helped people from my community, deserving families, some of whom were my classmates, and I saw them suffer through life, and I wished I could do something about it. I wished I could do something about it. And then I finally got this attachment. I was not being paid by anyone, but my community and the officers I worked with at that time, they can attest to the ambition that I had to help my community. Whenever I walk in through the streets of my community, kwa barabara, they're like, Monica, I pray for you to be blessed. Uingie kwa serikali, uendelee kutusaidia. Go to my community, tutasikia wakisema hivyo. Today that ambition got me into trouble. I don't know what's going to happen, because I followed up on this one job. I didn't get an invitation to the interview, but nikiwa kwa biashara zangu, I'm a shopkeeper right now, even with my degree, and I've employed people from my community, young people, and I'm still working on many other projects so that to just try and help members of my community. And then you can just go and ask them how many young people I've worked with, na sijawahi wafinyilia. And I have always taught them something that was taught to me by this one guy called WANG'OMBE, that you have to work for what you want. And I've always worked for what I want. Mimi sina connections. So this one job that I showed up for, I didn't receive any messages for shortlisting, but nilisikia na watu, and actually officers that I worked with called me, wakaniuliza, Monica, ulipata internship, ulipata message ya kushortlistiwa? I was like, no, I don't even know that we have been shortlisted. And so I just decided to show up because that's who I am. I chase after things I want, after things I know. And so I went for the interview, and funny enough, I found my name on the shortlisted people names. And so I thought maybe it's just an error. So I sat for the interview, ikaisha, and now nikasikia watu wameanza ku receive invitations for those that have been selected. Me, I thought, and again I didn't receive the message, so I just thought maybe it's just another error amefanya. Nikafika to the offices and I informed them. By the last time wasn't informed, and I just confirming maybe if this time pia ita happen hivyo. And this one guy was so kind to me, akaniambia you just show up kesho pia, because maybe you had stopped promotional messages and maybe that's why we didn't get to you. So I just showed up, and today I followed the entire process. Watu wameshakuwa selected. I listened in, followed the whole entire process, but at the end when I submitted my documents, they're already certified by the locals and something whatever. I had gone through the entire process. Kufika hapo nikaambiwa, by the way, hauko kwa list, you're not selected. I didn't know that. And then it just hit me that I showed up to a job that I was not invited to. And what does that look like to the officers? I don't know what it looks like. But today, I think my ambition not for the first time, my ambition got me into trouble. Because now they think that I was going through back doors and stuff. And that's why I showed up thinking that I don't know whatever they thought, because they have withheld my papers. Wamesema anirudishi karatasi zangu. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I was just following up as I was told. Last day I did this attachment. I know we were put on this earth for different purposes. And I believe I was put on this earth to help people. And that is not something that you can just wish away. Remember, nikitembea kwa street, I see people in need, and it gets to me because I know that nilisoma so that I can help people like that. And yes, I've made stupid decisions that maybe zilifanya nisipate some jobs somewhere. There was this Kenha job. I had got any agenda. I was going to help women in society. And then my grandma passed on, and I was not in a position to complete the interviews. This is the grandma I'm named after. So your Kenha job ikanipita. National government internships zilinipita because I didn't even have time to prepare for the interviews because I was busy doing my attachment in a social protection office. And the job was so demanding, but I loved it because I was helping people, I was making a difference in people's lives. Oh my gosh, I'm a selfless person, and it has hurt me in this life. Because like leo I even helped my brother, alikuwa job place ingine, nikamsaidia all through the processes. I spent my money, I know the offices to Gamba Place, I know everywhere because maybe I've been through everywhere. National government offices, county offices, NGOs, nimetembea kila mahali because I want to know information. I want to have information that can help my community. Mtu akiniuliza which office am I supposed to go to for this, I should know that because I know that information is power. And today when those guys walikuwa hapo kwa desk giving out the contract for internships, those guys laughed at me thinking that I had been scammed. And when he took my papers, akaniambia, I don't know, whatever he'll do. I just wanted to tell him my life's work is social work, and the struggle will continue. Even if I don't land a job, I'll work hard at my shop and I will help my community because that's my life work. That's what gives meaning to my life, seeing other people helped in society, being a source of inspiration. That's my life's work, and nothing can ever take that away. I have experienced social injustice, especially emotional social injustice, and I persevered through that, and I'm going to help people. I am. Aluta continua.